In Mark chapter number 8, the Bible says this, beginning in verse 13, Then Jesus left the Pharisees and went in a boat to the other side of the lake. His followers had only one loaf of bread with them in the boat. They had forgotten to bring more. Jesus warned them, Be careful. Beware of the yeast of the Pharisees and the yeast of Herod. His followers then discussed the meaning of this, saying, He said this because we had no bread. You know, in the Bible, you find that yeast is oftentimes used as a metaphor for pride and arrogance. Now, you may ask why that is. It's because both pride and yeast make things puff up. I mean, when you put yeast in dough, the yeast puffs the dough up. It only takes a little bit for that to happen. Pride is no different. Just a little bit of pride, just a little bit of arrogance can puff you up and quickly take over your life, getting you in all kinds of trouble. I remember when Janet and I were married, first married, and not often, but occasionally we would have, a little tiff. You might call that a little argument. We would later refer to those as love matches. Well, after the argument, I will always remember journaling. When I'm filled with pride, I sure blow things up. I blow them out of proportion. By the way, we all do that. When we get filled with just a little bit of pride, we blow things way out of proportion. I mean, all of a sudden, little things get us really upset. I mean, and when that happens, we know we're dealing with pride. We know that. I mean, wherever you find conflict in the world, there's always pride involved. Always a little bit of pride, maybe a lot of pride, and it blows things up. And when you're filled with pride, when you have as Jesus called it, the yeast of the Pharisees, guess what? You don't see anything in life clearly. Everything is clouded. I mean, pride even blocks us from seeing what God is doing for us and what He wants to do with us. You see, this morning, we need to beware. Beware of the yeast of the Pharisees so that we can more closely see and follow God. You see, as we clear the pride from our life, we start seeing the truth about how God really is working, what God really does want to do. In fact, you may even realize that God's working a miracle in your life. I want to encourage you today, do away with pride. I suppose I'm preaching at me right now. It's so easy to let your pride get in your way. It is so easy to let somebody else's pride cause you to rise up in pride, and then you got a real match on your hands. God bless you, my friend. I trust that you will not allow pride, the yeast of the Pharisees, to control your life. Have a good day.